Insomniac Spider-Man was a blast to play from beginning to end. Not only was Spider-Man's movement and combat fluid and fun to master, but its story and moments of downtime to just explore the city were so well implemented that everything worked in a way that made you look and play like I'm not gonna say it. Needless to say, it's definitely a good game, and while there's plenty to talk about when it comes to all the game has to offer, there's one aspect of this game that really had me hooked. One that actually appears in basically every other game today, but I never really used until Spider-Man, and that's the photo mode. While photo modes are a staple of modern gaming due to developers realizing that their games looked so good that letting the player capture their own moments would be an added bonus, this isn't exclusive to this generation of consoles. Photo modes can have their origins traced back as far as 2004 with Gran Turismo 4. Photo modes obviously started gaining traction with the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch because of their higher power, and now they're sort of a no-brainer. Now, I'm not much of a photographer, I was never really into photo modes, but that all changed when I played Spider-Man, and I really want to know what it is that made Spider-Man's photo mode stand out from all the others. The filters are unique, but every game has unique filters and overlays that fit right in with whatever game it is. It isn't even the graphics, as there are games out there that look just as good if not better than Spider-Man. What I think it comes down to is Spider-Man himself. It's not that the photo mode is better than every other one out there, but it has a far more expressive and fun character to get shots with. Spider-Man has some of the most fluid and photogenic animations out there right now. Some of the most fun that can be had in the game is simply moving around the city, and the developers strategically placed the next objectives in the main story far away from Spider-Man's position, so a lot of traveling is to be done. And because the movement is so fun and objectives are so far away, the player is bound to start noticing how intricate Spider-Man's animations are. This is where the player is most likely to begin testing the photo mode. Whether it's to get a shot of him leaping off the side of a building after running full speed across it, to appreciate the animation of him whipping through the fire escape stairs, or just to get him in one of his iconic poses with some lens flares, the player will begin to delve deeper into the intricacies of both the character and the photo mode. Even in combat, animations of Spider-Man using his web gadgets are so much fun to get shots with. Both in combat and web slinging, Spider-Man is disconnected from the restraints of realism in a good way, leaving the player with a wide variety of options for heroic, dramatic, or just goofy photos. Because of Spider-Man's nature and how we know him to be across all forms of entertainment, this gives the player incentive to get photos of Spider-Man in his most acrobatic and heroic forms. We can recreate our favorite moments from Spider-Man movies, or get amazing action shots that would never be possible in any other game. While I didn't use stickers that much in the photo mode, I totally get the appeal of trying to make a comic panel out of an action or dramatic shot. The player won't run out of ideas with all the different reference material out there of Spider-Man. We know Spider-Man isn't as grounded in both movement and combat as a lot of other video game characters out there, even compared to the Batman Arkham games. While there's lots of games that'll let you get a gritty guns blazing or combat shot, there aren't many games that'll let you web sling through skyscrapers or fly through narrow structures in the most elegant way possible and get a shot of it all unfolding. Now, I said that there are games that look just as good, if not better graphically than Spider-Man, but there are at least two things that are visually very interesting, and that's Spider-Man's eyes and suit textures. Again, I don't think this game has overall better visuals than other games out there, but these two things are what I think really sell dramatic lighting and proper positioning in the photo mode. The textures on Spider-Man's suit, no matter which one, look so good against certain lighting, especially during the sunset time of day. Or the player could find a light source and strike a dramatic pose for what could easily be a movie poster. Combine those two things with one of the most expressive character models in a game, and you've got yourself the perfect subject for a photo mode. You play as a superhero that defies the laws of physics half the time, and adding an incredibly well-modeled suit to the mix is just what it needs. Every photo mode is fairly similar in how it allows the player to tweak various pictures, but what can truly set one apart is its subject, and Spider-Man is right now the best one out there in my opinion, simply because of how well the developers animated and modeled this iconic Marvel hero. And I think this shouldn't just be a compliment to the game's photo mode, but also to the developers who took the time to really flesh out this character, to make him seem truly alive and heroic, no matter in-game or in photo mode.